guys, welcome to EasyToKeto. So I've been wanting to make a few desserts lately, and the first ingredient I come across is condensed milk, sweetened condensed milk. And I know it's such an easy thing for everyone to just go and buy a can of the condensed milk from the stores, but when you're on keto, obviously that's not going to work for us. So I thought I'm going to make a batch of condensed milk at home with my approved sugar, and then I can make all the desserts I want. So before we get started, please take a minute, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and ring the little bell icon so that every time I post a new video, you will be the first to know. But anyway, let's get started on the condensed milk. To start with, I have a non-stick pan on medium heat right here. And to the pan, I'm adding 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. So I came across a new sweetener. I am a big fan of Erythritol usually, over stevia and over Monkfruit and all the other sweeteners, but this one is called Allulose, and it's a little bit more expensive than Erythritol, but they say that there's a far less aftertaste, and especially that cooling effect that we get with Erythritol. So I'm going to try this out for the first time in my condensed milk, and I'll report back and let you guys know what I think about it. So I'm going to take 3/4 of a cup of the Allulose. And I also have some xanthan gum. Now for keto cooking and baking, this is a really important ingredient. It's pretty inexpensive, but good to have on hand. I'm gonna have only about 1/8 of a teaspoon. It's a really small amount, but it does wonders for the texture. I'm gonna give this a stir. Let all of that allulose melt. And I'm gonna keep on cooking this and stirring it very frequently until it reduces. It's been about 5 minutes and I'm still stirring this and cooking it down. And look at it, it looks amazing. If you can notice, the color has changed. It's a little bit more caramel now, and look how it falls off the spoon. Very slowly, and this is the perfect time to shut off the stove. Give it a nice good stir. And I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of butter. Now this is the Kerrygold salted butter. The salted butter is gonna add an amazing little touch of flavor to the sweetness, bring out the sweetness a little more. And I also have 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Again, it's gonna improve the flavor of the condensed milk. Now the stove is off, so I'm just gonna fold this in very gently. And once that's mixed in, I'm gonna remove it and put it into another container and let it cool down. Now the texture of this is going to get a lot thicker as it cools down. So if you're not familiar with allulose, it's a natural rare sugar. So it's not a sugar alcohol, but it is derived from things like raisins, from jackfruit, from figs. So natural sources, so it's not chemical based. And on the package, it clearly says that it does not impact blood sugar at all. So it doesn't raise your blood sugar, it is non-metabolizing, and it tastes great. That's what I'm concerned about, is that I don't see any aftertaste, which is just amazing. I love that. Again, I'm not sponsored by them, and just to be fair, it is a little more expensive than Erythritol, so if you're gonna use it, like a lot of it for desserts and things like that, it might be worthwhile. I think I'll still use Erythritol for my day-to-day things, but again, in great quantities, this is probably a really good idea. So anyway, back to our condensed milk. Here it is. Look at the color, it's beautiful. And it's still quite hot, so it's not thickened up, not as thick as what you would get out of a can. This is amazing to keep on hand. You can just, once it cools down, put a lid on it, keep it in the fridge, and it stays fresh for about a week. And if you're gonna use it for longer, then you can go ahead and freeze it, and it works just fine. A couple of the uses for this condensed milk is coffee. Like, you can just take a spoon of that and mix it into your tea or coffee, and it's gonna be just like amazing. And also we can make desserts like cheesecake, you can make desserts like ice cream or fudge or anything like that. So a very, very versatile recipe. I think I'm gonna just make it and have an idea for a cheesecake, strawberry cheesecake ice cream that I'm gonna be trying with this. So please stay tuned or check back and check that recipe out, because I'm sure it's gonna be amazing. So again, if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to the channel. And if you like this recipe, give it a big thumbs up. Leave a comment if you decide to try it. Let me know how it is. And remember, it's easy to keto if you know how. Thanks for watching. Bye.